DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Topic for this video is how to get people on your bandwagon. Now, y'all know what a bandwagon is in sports. When we watch professional sports and when people become a fan of the winning team, like when the Golden State Warriors just all of a sudden became good the last few years, start winning championships, and all these people all of a sudden were Golden State Warriors fans, right? Or if a certain player starts doing their thing, people become fans. Or usually we say it in sports, but it happens in all areas of life. It happens in entertainment, it happens in business, it happens in the arts, any area of life. When somebody starts winning and starts being successful, and then all these people all of a sudden are fans of them, or they become their favorite, we say, oh, you're just a bandwagon fan. You just jumped on the bandwagon when they started being successful, right? That's what we say about bandwagons. How would you like to be the person who has the bandwagon, that has everybody running to come follow you and be your fan and buy your stuff and subscribe to your YouTube or whatever the situation happens to be? How would you like to be the person who has the bandwagon? Instead of wondering about who is being a bandwagon fan, how about you had the bandwagon fans yourself? There's a way to do that, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do if you want to start building your own bandwagon in life. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't have to play sports. You only have to do something that's in the entertainment area. Just anything you do in life, you can build a bandwagon and get it moving. I'm going to tell you exactly what you got to do to get people on that bandwagon. Number one thing that you must do, you got to start driving. You got to start driving. The bandwagon is an actual wagon, right? Now, have you ever seen somebody chasing after a parked car? You ever seen somebody chasing after a car that wasn't moving? You ever seen someone chasing after a car that had no gas, a couple flat tires, and the engine was blown and the transmission didn't work, so the car could not actually move from point A to point B? No, I'll answer the question for you. You've never seen it, because nobody chases after something that ain't going nowhere. So if you want people chasing after your bandwagon, the first thing you got to do is get the damn bandwagon moving. Maybe you got to go get a car. Maybe you got a car right now. Maybe you got to go acquire a car. Get all the paperwork that you need for the car. Put some gas in that thing. Make sure the engine is working. Make sure you got air in all the tires. Start the car and start driving. Nobody's going to chase after you if you ain't going nowhere. The only time people want to chase after you and they want to be down with what you're doing, or they want to be your fan, or they just want to be involved in whatever way possible, is when it looks like, it appears to them that you got something going on. It appears that you're headed to another level. It appears that you're winning. People want to follow and be with and be fans of and be cool with people who are winning. So if you're not going anywhere, you can't be winning. All right, you got to be moving and going somewhere. So the number one thing you got to do is get some momentum going for yourself. What is it that you do? You're a writer, or you want to be a writer, start writing books. You're a YouTuber, start making videos. You're an athlete, go play your sport. Whatever it is that you do, you're a business person, you're a salesperson, go sell your product. You want to be a business person, go make a product, go start a business, go build a team, get some customers. Do whatever you got to do to get the bandwagon moving. It has to be moving in order for people to chase after it. That's the number one thing you got to do. Number two, once your bandwagon is moving, you got to start moving fast. And let me tell you why you got to move fast when you have a bandwagon. People don't have to chase after something that they can walk and catch up to. See, if I could just catch up to you whenever and I can see everything you've been doing and there's nothing exciting about it, then I don't need to chase after your bandwagon. But if I have a thought in my mind, unconsciously or consciously, that if I take my eyes off you for a minute, if I stop paying attention, if I go away for a while and don't look at what you're doing or don't stay up to date on what you got going on, and then I come back and I done missed a whole lot of stuff, I'm gonna feel like I missed out, right? We call that fear of missing out. So because of that, well, what we call fear of missing out is the fact that I'm gonna keep paying attention to you because I don't want to miss nothing, right? I don't want to miss the next song you put out, or the next video you post, or the next book you write, or the next email you send out, or I don't want to miss something you announced on your Instagram story. That's fear of missing out. I'm gonna pay attention to everything just so I don't miss nothing. You got to move fast enough that people get that feeling about you, that you got enough going on, enough new initiatives, enough ways that you're going to make things happen that they like, damn, I got to make sure I stay on top of Mike. I got to stay on top of what Sally is doing because I don't want to miss anything that they do next. You got to move fast. People want things that they can't have in life, right? You ever wanted something that you already had enough of, you already had as much of it as you wanted, you don't want it because you already got it. People want things that they can't get, things that are just out of their reach, things that no matter how hard they work, they can't get to it. You got to make enough success for your life that people feel like they got to keep watching you because they know another success is on the way. Number three thing you got to do to make sure people get on and stay on your bandwagon is you must understand that self-belief is an unspoken language. Believing in yourself, your confidence, your belief that things are going to happen, even if nothing's happening right now, you must develop that self-belief before you start your bandwagon. Because if you don't have it, that self-belief is like the gas that goes in the car. And if you ever been in a car that ran out of gas on the road, Hopefully you haven't, but if you ever heard of a story like that or seen it, then you know what happens, right? The car stalls out right there on the spot. You might have to push it to the side of the road. Somebody got to go get the little gas can and put $2 of gas in there, walk back with the gas can, or maybe you call AAA or whatever you got to do, but that car ain't going nowhere. That bandwagon is not moving if it ain't no gas in it. So if you don't have the self-belief to get people to believe in you, there's no way you can have a bandwagon going anywhere. And if you do and you run out of confidence while you got people on your bandwagon, when that car stalls, you know what all those people are going to do? They're going to hop off your bandwagon and jump on somebody else's, because they still need to get to the next point. They still want to keep moving. They want something that's moving. If you ain't moving, they're going to hop off your bandwagon and hop on somebody else's. If you don't want that feeling of having come up and built the base and then you lose everything, then you're like, damn, nobody wants to ride on my bandwagon anymore. You don't want to be that person. So make sure you get your self-belief and you keep that self-belief. If you need any help with that, I wrote a book called The Super You. It's all about unlocking and living with your highest level of confidence. You saw the ad for it at the beginning of this video. You need that to build your bandwagon and to make sure your bandwagon never runs out of gas. That's what you need to do. Now you know. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.